So Piccolo.
Yeah, shit, dude, I don't know anything about fucking Dragon Ball.
Dude, yeah, Piccolo is
Bring it closer to your face. You want it like a fist, like a fist away from your face.
He's he starts out evil. I mean,
when you said that, though, you're like, you sound like you're like seducing me into watching Dragon Ball.
Osborne Cox.
you remember I watched that right after you told me that joke.
Dude,
I watched that like within the week. That show is so fucking. That movie is really fucking funny.
That movie. Out of the whole Piccolo conversation that we were just about to have, that movie shocked me as far as character deaths go, because you never watch a movie and expect Brad Pitt to take a bullet to the face.
Oh, yeah, and he's in the closet.
He pops out of that closet, and he just gets fucking gunned down, and you're like,
yeah.
I was in the movie theater like,
oh,
what?
Shit.
You know,
yeah.
I thought the whole movie
a bunch of people die in that movie. That movie's really funny.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What's
it, Burn After Reading?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And John Malkovich is in it. He's one of my favorites. He's like, so fucking execution. I feel like I'm...
The bald guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the one that I act like.
Yeah, actually.
I think it's once you lose your hair, like no hair, don't care.
Yeah, no hair, don't care.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that movie has like a weird way of just like killing everyone and not caring. There's
for no reason either.
Yeah, I mean, death is kind of like reasonless, perceivably.
Right. But I mean, like, I don't know that a apparently non super masculine man jumping out of my closet would cause me to shoot him in the forehead. I don't know.
But you just pull the trigger and then he's like gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a reflex. Yeah, he really was like non-assuming. He's easily the best character of that whole movie, where he's like eating like a Twizzlers or whatever the whole time.
Yeah. And then he like, I loved his little workout clips where he's like stretching that dude's leg and it pops and he's like, it's okay, just stretch it out. And you're like, no, he just ripped the muscle. What are you?
Yeah, he's like a trainer and he's like trying to help other people, but he ain't really doing shit. And there's like somebody who's like, ow, ow, ow. And he's like,
it's so funny. And then I love that whole phone call scene with him and John.
That's really funny.
We're here to get your shit back. You're like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah. And the other lady's like, tell him what we got.
Tell him we have his shit.
We have your shit? Who is this?
So anyways, Piccolo. Yeah, Piccolo, his whole character thing for me is super great, because Piccolo used to be like the evil king of the Namekians, or his dad was, or something like that. But yeah, he used to be a bad guy. And then he's like, nah, people are cool. I mean, you meet Goku. He's so happy-go-lucky.
Yeah. He's real sweet. Does he lose the tail? Does Goku lose the monkey tail?
Absolutely. When he's young.
Why does he lose the tail? Why does he have the tail in the first place?
All Saiyans. Saiyans are like a I don't know. They're like space monkeys or gorillas or something like that.
Yeah. There's that one crazy gorilla boss.
Yeah. And so I think that Master Roshi cut his tail off, and I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm. I am.
What are you? Correct him right now. Interrupt the pod.
Excuse me, sir.
No, you just get a fucking comment. That's like, you're wrong, dude.
Yeah, no, I could be wrong. I haven't watched it again in a while, but no, I think Master Roshi removes it because of the potentiality of Goku's power and his whole struggle with, like, I guess potential struggle of good and evil, because you look at the Saiyans that keep their tails and they get so intoxicated by their own power instead of trying to be like a good person. And that's...
Is that what happened with that big gorilla dude?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I think... Shit, I don't know.
I think Goku actually turns into one of them, because Gohan
with like the pink eyes and shit, and he's like,
it's the music video for Moon Baby by Godsmack.
Sure, Oscar.
It is. No, it is. Watch the video for Moon Baby, and it's a whole Dragon Ball deal. It's yeah, you get the big monkey.
Is it all just like cuts from the anime?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, that's where, like, I think he and Vegeta kind of struggle, because Vegeta considers he's like a proud Saiyan prince, and Goku's more like a conformist to like a human race. That's why he's invested.
He's like more like that. He's like your friendly neighborhood Saiyan.
Yeah, you're exactly. But yeah, no, Piccolo is like the dad for him because I feel like Piccolo is one of those characters that had a lot of conflict early on in his development, and he's like, "Hey, man, I've been through some shit. Listen to me." Kind of like Master Popo.
That's
too.
beautiful.
I love it.
Who's the dude with the beak? Who's the dude with the yellow beak? He looks like a fucking. He's like a bird. He's like, isn't he green? He has like a bird. He's like a. He doesn't have a bird. He's not green. He's not a pirate.
I don't know.
He has like a yellow beak, right?
The only green people are the Namekians.
Is there a dude with a beak? I swear there's a dude with a beak in Dragon Ball.
I mean, there could be. Not in Dragon Ball I've seen. I don't know.
I could be seriously wrong. I just not like I watch it.
It's okay. We all make choices.
All right, welcome to episode 16. This is Eurylybad. His beautiful catchphrases. We all make choices.
It works for everything.
Even when you get subscribers, it is their choice. And when you get yelled at by customers and they don't know why they're yelling at you,
we all make choices.
We all make choices and not return it within the fucking return policy.
I don't read receipts.
What's beautiful is when someone says some fucking crazy number where it's like, I thought your return policy was 90 days. Like, where did you get that from?
Who? I want to know.
I don't know who has 90 days.
That.
I don't know who has it. Probably Walmart. Walmart might be indefinite.
I think Walmart just doesn't give a fuck.
I was like, I don't know where this is from, but we'll take it.
Right? We can sell it for like $5.
Yeah, they're not a pawn shop, so why would they take everything back?
Dude, I don't even think.
But it's all store credit, I guess. If you don't know like what it is, yeah, I mean, you could just go grocery shopping like crazy.
Yeah, I just go there and be like, I got it on aisle 14.
You know the aisle, but you don't know what brand it is.
Whatever. I mean, whatever I gotta do.
I don't know. It's green. I have no. Hey, at least it's store
Is
credit.
it the lights? You're fixated on the green.
Yeah, maybe. We were talking about Namekians, and then you have like green LEDs in this room.
I love it.
Yeah, Oscar has like a super sweet setup with like you have like a candle that is what flavor is this?
It's very romantic. I don't know.
You have the bathroom light, you have green LEDs, and then you have a candle. There's you have 3 mixtures of lights. You got halogen, you got LED, and you got natural fire. What?
Moonlit Starry Night Fire.
You're just trying to hit all the bases, just whatever like your date is into. You have all 3 lights.
I mean, I don't know where this podcast is gonna go.
But just in case, you got all 3 lights.
Yeah.
Does your light change? Did it change color, or is it just green?
No, I think it has like 23 colors, but green's my favorite.
Yeah.
Don't
Green's
make
my
me
favorite
cue
color
up the
too,
Marvin
for sure.
Gaye. I'll play some Marvin Gaye.
You're wearing a green shirt too.
You know, it's a Zelda shirt.
It is. I almost wore a Zelda shirt today too, but the Cowboy Bebop. I have a. What's her name?
I don't know, but I like her.
What is her name?
Tits McGee.
Faye Valentine. She is like the original hot girl. Because there was the first girl who had like, she had like the real boob complex where like they were separated. They weren't like perfectly pushed up and like up in the chin. They were like separated. Like she wasn't wearing a bra all the time. That's a real girl.
The first like real. If we're gonna get on,
what was the first like anime chick you had a crush on? Bulma?
Anime chick would definitely be Bulma. Something about the blue hair and big old boobies.
That turquoise hair.
But what was it? Was it Tifa or Yuna in Final Fantasy? They had like 1,000 belts. Final Fantasy X. I don't know.
Yuna.
I think Yuna.
Where's
was
Yuna from 10?
I believe so.
Yuna might be from. Yuna is like, isn't that the girl with the staff?
I thought it was.
I mean, I have my phone on me.
I know.
Yuna's the girl with the staff, and she has like the big blue dress and like the white blouse.
No.
Tifa has like the overalls, the short shorts, big boobs, the black.
Yeah, it's not Tifa. It's
I was never like a huge fan of Tifa, but I mean Tifa's just like, she's like the beat 'em up hot. Like if she was like in a fighting game, she'd be hot. But if she's in a fighting game, she has to compete with Tika. Or is it Tika or Taki from Soul Calibur, who's like 10 times hotter. Oh my god.
Talon. Are you talking about the girl that uses?
That's from Street Fighter, ain't it?
You're confusing me.
No,
now.
no. I just said it.
Is it Lulu?
Taki. No, Taki from Soul Calibur has like the red spandex. She's about to burst out of that shit.
I'm thinking Talon.
I know who that is.
I think it's Soul Calibur. No, I'm pretty sure.
You're the one with your phone out.
I feel like I'm gonna spend this entire podcast giggling shit, so I'm not making up stupid shit.
Yeah, we need to be like Joe Rogan with a third dude who like comes on and like fact checks shit while we're talking, and he's like, no, actually.
Yeah, actually, this person is like, all right, fuck me, whatever. No, Yuna is the healer, but I think her name is
from 10, right?
Yeah, from 10. Lulu.
Lulu, the black chick, the black
magic user.
Yeah, she has like the pins through her hair, and she has like a black cloak on.
She had like 800 belts in her dress, and
that's right. Yeah, and she didn't have shoulder straps, so her shit was falling down the whole game.
I mean, it's very nice. If you've not played Final Fantasy X, that's definitely a highlight.
Definitely the highlight. It's not the plant boss you fight after you get out of the city. It's Yuna.
No. And
oh, wait, what was her name?
Lulu.
Stupid name.
I know.
There's a great song by Vela Maya called Lilu that's based off of the matriarch from the movie with the redhead chick. What's her? The girl from Resident Evil plays the redhead chick from that fucking movie.
I don't know, but that's Yuna and Titus.
That's Yuna. Yeah, and Titus. And then, yeah, I know who Lulu is. She's she's like black dress and shit.
Mm-hmm.
She's like the magic user, and she's like overly edgy
for no reason. And then look at her cute little.
Oh, she has the Moogle. Yeah.
Yeah, the what? The Moogle.
Moogle. Yeah.
Oh, right. That's what. They were the little characters. Did you ever play Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles?
No, for the GameCube.
Oh man, that game was. You want to talk about fun games? That was a pretty fun game. 4-player, and you can
play 4 players
at one time, and then
on the same console.
Absolutely.
What?
And you could even do it where
you could play 4-player turn-based Final Fantasy on the same console.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you could even connect your. I think it was your Game Boy Advance.
Probably. Yeah, I think there was a Crystal Chronicles for the Advance too.
It's super dope. And then you just have your like wire. That was like the first instance. By the way, if any of you listening to this podcast think that the Nintendo Switch is the first portable console that Nintendo came out with, they are completely wrong. The GameCube had a handle on the back of the fucking thing. That's a portable console.
Okay.
You remember? Like,
yeah, it had the cube with like the handle on the back.
I used to take that shit to my friend's house all the time.
It's indestructible. I pulled that shit on accident when I was playing Resident Evil, and I tripped over the controller, and it yanked out of my entertainment system. That shit went flying and did a full on tumble with the game playing. I'm fighting like in the middle of the city. And I'm like, oh shit, it's still going.
You're like my stomach.
But it was fine. The game was amazing. It's like indestructible.
The only other, I think, more indestructible system was the Dreamcast.
Or the original Xbox that was like a straight up brick.
I got that thing for graduating middle school. Let me date myself real quick. But yeah.
I mean, I had it in middle school too.
That was a pretty fun game system. Halo.
There was like 3 good games.
Yeah, Halo,
1, 2, and Blink.
Spider-Man. I think I got the Spider-Man
on
there.
Maybe the original one. Yeah.
It was more akin to like a GTA, not like the new Spider-Man. Apparently, you can go flipping around. You played the shit out of that.
The new one's fucking good.
I remember that. I remember when you got it.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, because you were like, I was like, Spider-Man's gonna be better, and you were like, no, dude.
I forget what game.
That shitty Anthem. You're like, Anthem's gonna be the best,
and it was
bro.
Trash.
And I was like, no, Spider-Man is gonna be the best game of the year. And
I still haven't played it.
Anthem's gonna be great. No, the Spider-Man for the PS4 is fucking phenomenal. I platinumed it. I've never platinumed a game in my entire life, and I platinumed Spider-Man.
I would like to, but I feel like I
good.
get into, I don't know what the closest game.
It's like GTA kind of, but like.
Well, I'm just thinking of like a game that I've fully completed and collected all the trophies and everything like that. And I don't think I've put for maybe Elder Scrolls Morrowind before like platinuming Ing.
Oh, I did that with
was a
Kingdom
thing.
Hearts 2 before Platinuming was a thing on the PS2.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
everything. I had all the Keyblades. Yeah. And I did like all the tournaments and shit too. But that was back when like you didn't know what was the point of beating an entire game. You were just playing it to play it again. Like I did Tony Hawk Project 8. I beat the game like 100 times, and I had like done like everything except for one of the skates. We had to get like all the letters in this one like construction area. I could not fucking do that level because it had you go from like the bottom to the top, and then it had you circle around on like these electrical wires.
Yeah, you had
and
to collect
shit.
them in order.
You had to collect them in order, yeah, and you couldn't break the combo.
No,
I couldn't
and
get on that
then-
one level. That was like the only thing I couldn't do.
Yeah, I got into the Tony Hawk games, not as much as other friends, but I definitely enjoyed it. I'm excited about the remaster.
The new one's gonna be sweet. Yeah, I was listening to Tony Hawk's podcast, Joe Rogan and Tony Hawk on the way here
Yeah,
to your house. So, I mean, it seems it's gonna be pretty sweet. I hope.
I'm interested to see that game. I'm interested to see shit, I just lost it. No, so Nintendo has kind of hinted as the fact that they're going to be remastering like 5 big games in the Super Mario in the world.
Oh shit!
So like apparently
Don't do the Wii one again. We've already had 2 remasters.
the Galaxy.
No, it was like the Wii U one, or it was like Super Mario U.
Oh no,
They did that
no.
one with Luigi, and then they did it again for the Switch, and it's just like new Super Mario Switch U.
And people bought it.
And they bought it for full price.
Everybody, I mean, that's just how that works.
It's the
But
same game 3 times.
no, the ones that they were talking about is Super Mario 64, which is
Oh, fuck. That would be awesome.
for me. I think that's one of like the most like that and Ocarina of Time are probably like the penultimate games in my initial gaming experience.
Oh, yeah. Like the big 64 games. That and
Oh,
like
yeah.
Star Fox was huge, too.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
I'm just hoping that they release it remastered and then they do some DLC. I want more paintings to jump into.
Oh, that'd be so amazing if they did that.
Also,
Sneak in like a new worlds and shit. Yeah, like the worlds you go around that you couldn't jump into.
exactly.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Or, like, I just want to see how the baby penguin looks when you drop him off the edge and pull HD. You know you've done it. Everybody's done it.
Did I watch Luke did that? We did that on the channel, and Luke did this. He did the crazy, like he like jumped from the very top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain with like with the penguin, and it was. Watch that. It was like episode. Oh fuck, dude! It was like episode 3 or something of our Super Mario playthrough, and he came from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain with that stupid penguin so crazy easily, like, and he almost died. He was like banking off the walls and shit. Then he was like, whoop!
No, I
in front
dropped
of
the
him.
whole penguin off.
Can you do that from the
Oh.
beginning and then jump down to the bottom and get him?
Yeah. You could just drop that motherfucker and let him.
Oh man! But that race against the penguin was the worst. What were the other 3 games that it might be? So like Mario 64, then what else?
Mario 64, and then possibly Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, that game is so good.
So good.
I never beat that, but like I watched someone beat it.
I've never played it all the way through. I think I was
tough.
a little too young at that time to really get through it, but I mean the idea.
It's that mana ray level that fucks you up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the one where everyone quits.
So that one, those 2, and then what's it called? I don't know. They didn't say anything about Ocarina. It was like 3 other ones. I think there's a Paper Mario.
Dude, the original Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, or that's not the original.
That's
but
the
Thousand Year
second
Door is the
one.
big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one where they really, because I think the first Paper Mario was like, let's see if people like this.
Yeah,
And then
probably.
I think I
Thousand
played
Year Door is the
Thousand Year
big
Door was the
one.
one that I
That's the
beat
one on the
from front to
GameCube.
back.
And then maybe like Mario Galaxy.
Mario Galaxy.
That one's just
is
like all
another one.
puzzle games, which is I'm sure I would love, but I fucking hate using them with the Wii U controller.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
the worst.
I used to get frustrated in bowling all the time. I was on a bowling team in high school, and I was like, "That's not accurate." But I
Can't turn it that way, and it works. the Wii Sports kind of was like the only game. What are you doing? Support assist for home PCs? It's not.
that and what's it called? Like Wii Golf, I think was my favorite.
Dude, yeah, you could do practice. You can go to practice, and then you could do the Wii Golf, and then there was targets. You can hit it into the target. That's what I would do.
With the little, did you get like the Pro upgrade?
No, I'm not gonna get a plastic thing for my controller
Why not?
because it still functions the same.
No, it added more access to control. It was an upgrade. You just don't understand.
Yeah, I saw people coming in when I went to GameStop, and they would come in with all those accessories, the tennis racket.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the little attachment on the back.
Oh yeah, I had that.
Like the Pro Access adapter.
I had the Zelda controller. It was already built in.
I forget what it was.
The Motion Plus.
That's what it was.
Called. The Wii Motion Plus.
Yeah, you could actually adjust your club's facing and stuff like that. I think that's where I picked up my bad habits in actual golf these days.
Yeah, you went golfing the other day, right?
Yeah,
and my brother went today.
My dad's really good. I'm trash.
Fuck. Did you do all 18 holes, or did you just do half?
Oh, I do all 18 holes. By 18, I'm like, we'll see which one's higher, my stroke count or my beer count. But it's one of those.
That was like 2 days ago?
Yeah, 2 days ago. We went out to Burleson, and it's a nice course out there. It's just fucking hot.
It's been terribly hot, yeah.
It's a great state of Texas.
Yeah, it's like all our curbside people are like really upset that it's like so hot outside. I'm like,
they can wear shorts.
They are. You can see how dark our friends are. There's a homeless guy that's like really close to our store, and he sits up by like a stop sign and he waves and smiles. And dude, over the course of like the last since I've been working at least at this place, since I've been working there, he is dark as a motherfucker.
He's getting that tan.
Dude, he looks like a pinto bean. Yeah, he looks like a pinto bean with like gray hair. He's dark as fuck. Yeah, he looks bad. I mean, not bad because he's dark, but bad because he looks like he's been out in the sun all day.
Yeah.
He looks like he's been burnt.
Like that cookie that's in the oven too long, and you're like, it might be good, but it also might taste like dirt.
Yeah, then you get it out, and it does.
Yeah.
But you still eat it.
I really don't eat cookies. I'm just saying.
Those are all my cookies taste like that. My wife is like, did you check the oven? fuck. Hold on. You should have set a timer.
Yeah, right.
And then I don't. And then I pick it out. And then I'll eat these. And I'll make another round where you look after. And then I'll eat hers. And I don't eat mine.
So what about you? I think that if we're talking about like greatest games that you played growing up, I think Ocarina for me has to take the number one spot.
Growing up. So my first game I ever played was Sonic, like on the Genesis, right?
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
And no, I wouldn't say it's the greatest game of all time. I don't think I ever beat the water level as a kid. I beat the game as like a teenager, but I never beat it as a kid.
I love that soundtrack though.
It's so good. And all of like the aesthetics of it, where it's like the colors are like perfect.
Yeah,
they do the speed thing like really good. Meanwhile, the 3D ones like all suck because they can't keep up with the speed that he's supposed to have.
Do you do Did you focus on collecting all the gems and like becoming Super Sonic?
Not at all. No, just beat the game. Man. That game is so fucking hard.
That was our goal.
I could never beat the maze thing where it has you like pop things and you have to like go through like the bonus levels. You have to like keep hitting the spots. And then there's like these scary.
You jump over back and forth on the half
pipe. It's so
pipe.
hard. I fucking hate. Those are so hard and they're scary because it makes that creepy sound at the end where it's like. Dude, as a kid, I was so triggered by sounds and it just freaked me out. I didn't like doing them.
I like those.
I maybe get 2 gems out of like 7.
Oh,
Couldn't
no.
do it.
I like the half pipe levels. I didn't like the ones.
That was in 2 though, wasn't it? I don't think it was in the first one. The first one was like the 2D plane moving around.
Yeah.
And you would have to bank around on shit.
Yeah, that one was tough.
The 2, I think 2 and 3 had like the half pipe. That was cool.
Yeah.
And then they had the ones where you jumped over the balls.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. Yeah. I would have done that for sure, but 1 had like the 2D plane thing.
Yeah, I remember. And then like depending on where you broke through, it's like you either got what's it called? You either got a bunch of coins or you like fell through the level and stuff. Yeah, no, that's pretty stressful.
It stressed me out as a kid. Now the game that really like milestoned it for me might have been Zelda. I remember that was the first game I ever bought for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think was Ocarina of Time, and I bought a gold cartridge, no box,
Game of all time.
no box, just gold cartridge at the GameStop in Hearst by the Northeast Mall, outside the Northeast Mall. They had a glass case.
Outside.
There's one like kind of by like the highway.
Oh, okay.
Not like some chump.
I thought you like were walking into a GameStop and they're like, "Hey kid, you want to buy a game?"
Yeah, some shady dude with a coat.
Yeah, I know.
All right, how about you buy one of these?
I got all the gold cartridges.
I also have Casio watches. I don't want either of those, thank you.
Lubricants.
Sir, put those bananas away. No. So I bought this gold Zelda cartridge, and that was like the first big game I played. I didn't make it past Jub's Belly, so I didn't even make it far enough to understand the game. But there was someone already logged in that got an undeleted file that was like John or Joseph or something like that, and it had everything. He had all the hearts, he had all the medallions. He had every bit of gear. He had 99 gold.
So like right before he fought Ganon.
Yeah, so I would just fight Ganon a bunch. Mm-hmm. So I beat the final boss, and then a bunch of times, and then I had done like explored the world and like looked at shit, like went to all the different temples and not knowing what to do, not finding the bosses. And I didn't beat that game till I was like 16. But I would say I'm probably with you on that. That was like the big game as a kid. That was like really important to me. But my sister had the 64, so like I only could play it like when she was playing with Barbies and shit.
You're at her mercy, yeah.
So I couldn't even really play it on my own.
I loved it. That game for me, like, really, I guess, sparked my interest in like RPGs and the whole mystical realm. You know, like
because it had like puzzles and shit.
Yeah, well, I mean,
open world.
It was creative. You had like fairies and shit, and magic. You had. I mean, it was like a bunch of stuff. It was kind of like scary going in like the shadow.
The shadow temple.
Oh man.
God. Or going in the well.
And then they had the hands that dropped from the ceiling. I think that was my.
The wall masters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix this stupid pop thing, and I can't.
It's like, do you want to go for a second time?
There, I got it. Jesus Christ.
I was trying to fill with talking, but
you can see the waves when I edit this. You'll hear like all the bass boost. Where it's like, when I'm like fucking with it.
No, but yeah, I think the Shadow Temple was my favorite. The Fire Temple was definitely cool. Like going into Mount Goron, and you had the big dude,
the lake and shit, and then stuff moved around.
Yeah, and then you had to get homie some eye drops so he could make you a big Goron sword.
A Goron sword? What a weird thing.
I know.
Have.
And then didn't it break?
Yeah, the original broke. So when you got it from the merchant inside the city,
that's right. You use it and it'd break, and then you had to take it to Big Boy.
Yeah, and you had to take it to him. He's like, "This isn't even my shit. You want my letterhead? Go give me some eye drops."
I know. Like, what a random thing. Like, I'll make you the sword. Don't worry about getting the metal to make it. Give me some eye drops.
Yeah, that's literally all it was, though. It was just him being like, "I need eye drops to make this sword. Don't worry about it. Literally any other aspect of it." I don't think you had to break the sword though. But, like, you had to get, like, a frog. You had to get, like, some other weird shit. You had to go, like, the witch. And then it was, like...
on Hyrule Lake.
It's called the trading sequence.
Yeah, on Hyrule Lake. Yeah.
And they had that shark down there. Did that freak you out as a kid?
Oh, absolutely. I told you earlier, I don't like shit that's beneath me. I fall in a lake, and I'm like, there's a fucking shark in here. It's like, no, they're not in lakes.
That freaked the fuck out of me when I was a kid. And I put the iron boots on, and I sunk all the way to the bottom. And there's that shark that's, like... It's just a PNG, and then there's bars, and he's just right there. But just thinking that he's there, like, scared the fuck out.
You're like, I'm gonna do something and unleash a shark. But
I thought you could,
I don't
like,
know.
swing the sword at it and it would come out. You couldn't. It's a PNG, you know.
That was one of my least favorite. I will say, like, I don't think I have anything I'm not a fan of in that game. But I think the Water Temple was the most tedious.
Oh, for sure. It's like go up, down, fucking up, down, up,
fill
down.
This, fill this, go down this,
move
and
this
then
shit, go around, come
and
back.
then you get to Dark Link, and he copies you. And like every time you attack, he does the same shit.
That's tedious too.
Yeah, and
you're
then
supposed to kill him with like the hammer that you just got from the last temple.
I just did my like charge up swirl sword.
Yeah, you could do it too. He could stand on the sword too if you do that.
Yeah. I know he would
and
do that.
Fuck with you.
Flip back up.
That's so amazing.
And then after all that, what'd you get? You got a nagging girlfriend. Princess Ruto.
Oh yeah, that's what you get.
She was like, "I love you," and you're like, "I just want your gem, and I'll be on my
Can I
way."
just have this, please? It's not like Breath of the Wild where she was actually cute and they had a backstory where
I
they
know,
were
and
like,
she's annoying.
they're-
Get your big headed ass out of my face! I just want this gem.
That's so fucked. She was annoying.
She was. You had to carry her everywhere. She couldn't do shit.
Yeah, in Jabba, you had to pick her ass up.
Yeah, and
move
you had
around.
to.
That's why I didn't beat it, because I was like confused. I was a kid. I was way too young to be playing that game. I didn't understand it.
I don't know. I played the shit out of that game, and I beat the pants off it, and I don't know. That was my least favorite part, I think.
But that was like your big game when you were a kid?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I played a lot of like Halo and things like that, but I think.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't get into that till later.
And I had a Sega Genesis too. I mean, I had a. I'm old enough that I had an Atari and a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis.
Oh, I did. I didn't have the Super Nintendo. My cousins had that, so I had to go to Indiana to play Super Mario World.
Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah, I had that one too with like the tail.
With the
They had the collection, so I'd play that shit, and I would.
Duck Hunt, man. I remember playing Duck Hunt when TVs used to be built into furniture. You remember?
What does that mean?
Like in the 80s, they used to put fucking TVs in like your chest of drawers. So you would have
What
like
the hell?
you would have.
I know
like
they had like speakers built in. It was like a big wooden box.
No.
And they had drawers.
It would be like imagine like a dresser with like a couple drawers on the left and the right side, and in the middle of it you just stuck a TV, and it had like 5 knobs on it, and one knob was for power, and it had an on and off, and you would be like click click, and then you had like a channel knob, and it went from 0 to whatever, like 38 I think at that time.
That's so kind of random. Why not 40?
I don't know. I don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules.
But yeah, TVs used to be built into furniture, and you're like, hey, you want this 3,000-pound piece of wood with a screen in the middle of it? I'm like,
Do I
sure.
have another choice?
Yeah, and then I don't know.
really.
I think the most annoying part was trying to watch actual TV on that thing, because you always had to go and adjust the rabbit ears and like hold it, and they'd be like, don't move. Signal's clear.
You're really not that much older than me, and you had to deal with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad had like the big one. He had a big TV, but it had like speakers on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I think it was still when it was like square shaped. It wasn't rectangular. It was still square.
Yeah.
And that's what we had, but like we only had TV in one room. And then later when we were like, I don't know, like 8 or 10 years old, we got like a little TV upstairs. And we played Tomb Raider and Crash Bandicoot on that. Shit, dude, Crash Bandicoot might have been where I really hit it off. I don't know, man.
It was pretty fun.
Because I really hit it off with like Zelda. And I probably beat Twilight Princess before I beat Ocarina. No, certainly, I definitely beat Ocarina. Twilight Princess before I beat Ocarina.
Really?
Yeah. I bet I beat like any of the Game Boy Advance ones for sure before I beat Ocarina. You know what, to be honest, I probably beat every Zelda game besides Majora's Mask before I beat Ocarina.
See, I think
Because I just never thought to go back and play it.
I beat the pants off Ocarina, and then I didn't really like Twilight Princess. I don't know why.
You fucked up.
I don't think I ever finished it. That's
You're
the
just
one
not
where you have
edgy
like the
enough.
wolf.
You weren't like into Shadow when you were playing Sonic? You weren't like gothy and edgy?
No, I mean I was. There was a time I had like all kinds of shit hanging off my pants in school.
Yeah, you were doing trip pants and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so you weren't into Twilight when like Link was edgy and the world was dark and there was Twilight and Zelda was clearly like a bad bitch.
No,
That's fucked up.
I think I played maybe an hour or 2 into that game.
Damn.
And
That beginning is pretty slow.
It is.
It's really slow. The game doesn't really pick up until, which sucks. I hate when people say this. Like in Final Fantasy games, like the game doesn't pick up until you beat the fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Which is like 60 hours in.
Then why the fuck would I play it?
Yeah,
No,
exactly. Yeah. Twilight Princess is fucking amazing. There's some amazing levels.
I remember I got to the little town that's like in a canyon and all the kids and shit like that. I got like there. I don't know how far that is in the game.
It's Kakariko Village in Twilight Princess, and that area is really lame. It's like supposed to be like a Native American thing,
Exactly.
which is cool, but like it was just super
didn't work.
slow. They did like they have you keep coming back to that area, The game doesn't pick up until after you beat Lake Hylia, like the water temple there. And then the game really picks up because they stop having you do the Twilight Realm shit, and they just have you go from like level to level, and you do all this crazy shit. But when you go get the Master Sword, you go into this temple that's in black and white. It's so cool.
Really?
So it's all black and white. You go through this area, this whole level where everything is frozen in time. And then when you take the sword out,
That's kind of cool.
you get the sword, and then like everything goes back to normal. Then you fight this big crazy spider boss, which is fucking badass looking. And then after that, the game is crazy.
I'm telling you,
Why did they need all that?
I don't know.
Ronnie, I'll throw that up on screen right now. What is that? That's unnecessary.
It is. And then like look at.
I guess it makes sense. Like, you know, if I had a TV with drawers, but that doesn't.
But like
everything back then was all.
Imagine getting a delivery to your house. Here's your new TV.
That's so wide.
And you're like, we had one.
It means you guys all have to gather around 3 feet in front of the TV.
Well,
Do you remember your parents saying that you couldn't be in front of the TV, like really close? They were like, it's gonna hurt your eyes.
no, my parents said, don't repeat that shit or I'll beat your ass.
That's way different.
Ours was, I don't know. There's so many. Ours was closer to this.
Yeah. I remember that one.
But
I
it had
feel like
like
my grandmother had that or something.
You
Now
know?
she has an OLED. She watches Telemundo. OLED.
hell yeah.
With that one dude who dresses like a clown in that one TV show.
Oh my god, and they're all like students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She watches that and she's like,
Violin or something like that.
I don't know what it is, but
oh man,
my grandma will watch that and she's sitting there in the kitchen. She's like, She had me come over the other day and she was like, Maikito, my TV's not working. And I like was like, all right, I'll help you. And then she's like, ayúdame. And so like I go over there and I like, dude, the fucking coax wasn't plugged into the cable box. All I did was plug in the coax. I was like, who undid this? Because someone would have had to have twisted the little thing off.
Yeah, somebody went over to the house and like, I'm fucking tired of this TV show. And like, oh, sorry, no worky.
Sorry, it's not working. Sorry, something's wrong. You have to call your mechanic.
Ooh, sorry, I keep circling back to the Zelda thing, but what do you think about Wind Waker? I think that Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and then Majora's Mask are like my top 3 Zelda games.
I would put Majora's Mask on my bottom 3.
You don't like it?
It's iconic. I hate playing that game. I'm sorry.
That
game is like so You were talking about tedious. Majora's Mask is the most tedious.
Yeah, but
oops, I forgot to turn in all my fairies. Got to go do the dungeon again,
and then
get that little upgrade.
Yeah, and then you got to go turn back time and do this. I don't know. I remember I used to get the Azora's Mask because they had the cool fishbone guitar.
Yeah, the guitar.
And I would just sit there on the beach facing the ocean, and be like, "Bow, bow, 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 bow."
They made like 5 of those in real life.
Really?
There's like 5 ever, and this one lady has it. I've seen it. It's beautiful.
Is she hot?
What? She won like a Guinness World Records for like the biggest Zelda collection of all time.
That's
amazing. And she has a fucking sweet Zora guitar. I don't know who made it, but it's awesome looking. It's in a glass case and everything.
That was probably, I don't know. I really liked.
That was amazing. It's like super different. And Link was doing backflips and shit.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a pretty cool concept. Like, at first I was a little confused with the whole time and like, why is the moon so mad? You know? Like,
oh, yeah, for sure.
The moon just looks like my face constantly at work. Just like, damn it! But Wind Waker was pretty cool because I think Wind Waker was like the direct, air quotes, second to Ocarina, right?
No, Majora's Mask is the direct second to Ocarina.
Well,
so the timeline goes that Link either fails or succeeds or chooses to do nothing in Ocarina. Ocarina is the big split in the timeline.
Yeah,
and so like if Link succeeds, he does Majora's Mask because he grows up. I don't want any more, but you can have some more. You can hit it too.
Okay.
So there's if you play Majora's Mask, Link that's when Link decides to stay as the kid. Because at the end of Ocarina,
he gets the choice.
He gets pulled back to a kid, and so like it's like the direct after
Isn't
he's
he
a kid.
sage
He goes
at
on
that
his
point though?
A sage?
Doesn't he become a sage?
Not like they don't say it for sure. I don't think he could be because he's like the chosen reincarnated one.
Chosen one.
He's like the chosen one. So like I don't think they would make him a sage. But I think in Twilight Princess, I don't know if you played this far, but there's a skeleton dude who has like a armor set on and he teaches you the moves. I think that's Link like from before.
Like
they think that's the Link they think that's Link from Majora's Mask who grew up and became like a badass.
Yeah.
But, like, and he's the last incarnation Link. They're like that's him teaching himself his, like, so it's like his higher self teaching his present self.
See, the whole Link timeline is just like amazing to me. It's just a crazy.
It's a way for them to justify all these random games.
Well, yeah, but keep coming with them. I love it.
Please.
But no, I thought Wind Waker because if you look at Wind Waker,
Wind Waker is when they fail. They couldn't beat Ganon, so they had to drown him.
Yeah, and they flood the entirety of the world, and you can. I think there's a couple points where you can actually see below the water. I misremember it. I think I need to get an emulator for it.
I mean, they have it on the Wii U. It's like beautiful.
I am buying that thing.
You don't have it? Okay.
No.
They might have it on the Switch. You don't think they have the
They don't. I check every day.
Really? I check every day to see if they have Wind Waker.
You never know, man. You never know when they're gonna be like, "Hey,
why wouldn't they just announce it? Just wait for the announcement."
Well, they didn't announce it. They have all the. I mean, I missed the announcement. They have all the Super Nintendos and shit. I missed the announcement. They were doing all the supposedly 5 Super Mario remakes. So
they 100%. The Wind Waker timeline 100% is when Link fails. Because that I know that for sure. Just because like I remember. That's like the big failure because like after that there's Wind Waker and I think in that same timeline it's the original Zelda 1 and 2 and shit.
I think that's the first one, Wind Waker, where you meet the Bulbakins, the pig guys, because
I love those characters.
Those are
so good.
The exact like they pretty much copied them exactly into Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
They're just more high definition.
I like
now.
but like the ones in Wind Waker are kind of lanky. I like that. They have like kind of big bellies and they're like they got like long triangular arms and shit. They're so fucking beautiful looking. That whole game is amazing looking. The stylization in that game is like perfect.
For me, it was because it's the only cell shaded one. I was kind of skeptical, but man, I'll tell you what.
Bobby, boy, I tell you what.
I do enjoy hopping in my little boat and floating around and shit. Like the whole navigation part of it, I think it was super cool.
That game's really easy to beat too. It's quick. It's a quick game if you can do the navigation part quick.
If you're not like me and I'm like, I'm gonna go visit every island and
I mean
the pirate battles.
Oh yeah, that was badass. You can shoot the bombs at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean they have the fish dude with the paintbrush to like. Oh, what is his name?
Something. It's not Mr. Ting. No, not Mr. Ting. What's his name? Tinkle, Ting Tang, the little elf.
Ting Tang.
I don't know.
Ting Tang Tina. They have
Tinkle, right? And this
Tinkle.
Name, Tinkle.
Yeah, Tinkle was a stupid name.
He's the map, I know, right?
He's the map dude. But that's not the same guy. He gives you the Triforce pieces. He shows you where they are.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a fish guy with a brush. You can go to any island. You can find him and drop some seeds, and he'll like map it for you, so you can find it later. But the new one's way better because you can get a sail during the trading sequence, and you could just pop the sail and you go that direction.
Wait.
You don't have to do like the
Wind new Waker one.
Thing. Yeah, the new Wind Waker.
Oh, on the Wii U.
Yeah, they did the remake.
See, and that's what worries me is that they're not going to do another remake
of that one. The Wii U one's perfect. They just need to port it. That's all I got to do.
Hopefully,
because I don't think I ever beat it on the Wii U.
Yeah,
but I beat it on the GameCube like 13 times.
Shit, I keep hitting the mic.
So what am I saying? Well, you asked me a question. Top 3 Zelda games like Ocarina, Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess is that good for you? I might have to replay it,
dude. Twilight Princess, man. After you get past the first 3 bullshit areas, and you get like all the tiers from the different areas, and then you can like be full on Link after you get them. Because the Master Sword, once you get the Master Sword. you're unaffected by the Twilight Realm, so you can go in and out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And that game, dude, they have the Twilight Realm dungeon, which is awesome. And when you fight Zant, that is so badass. Then if you fight the sand dude too, and you get this spinner top, which is a useless weapon, but you like, it's like a Beyblade, and you stand on top of the Beyblade, and you like spin around, and you fight this giant like bone dragon dude. You beat him, and then you fight just the head, and the head's floating around. It's cool. It's stupid, but it's cool.
I have to play it again.
The final boss is like super fulfilling. You'll fight Ganon. You'll fight Zelda as
Zelda.
You fight Zelda as a Phantom Zelda.
But I love her.
And then you beat the fuck out of her, and she's like, "Oh shit, my knee!" And then she falls out, and then Ganon's like, "Oh shit, I guess you gotta fight me as my lion form." And then you gotta like time Link, and you gotta like parries Ganon's shit, and he'll fall over.
So it's Dark Souls thing.
It's fucking badass, dude. And then you find him and then you go outside and you chase him on a horseback, and you fight him with like the arrows, and you're like, "Fuck you, Ganondorf," and you'll shoot him with the arrows. And then you fight him all without saving. You'll fight him as Link on foot with Ganondorf on foot. So he has the sword, and that boss fight is so cool, man. Like, it's a 4-part sequence. And like when you're about to fight that boss, the whole temple up there is badass. You'll find like a treasure room just before the final boss, and you fight like a bunch of really tough enemies. And it's like, are you ready? Because you're about to beat the fucking game, little kid. I skipped school that day. When I was a kid, I was like in 7th grade or something, and I skipped school. I told my mom like I was feeling sick or some shit, and she was like,
thermometer to the light bulb.
Yeah, right. Like, "Oh, mommy, please, I don't feel good." And I was like, and I think I might have been honest, and I was like, "I'm about to beat Zelda. Like, can you please just get?" And I beat that
Work
shit.
with me, mom.
I beat that shit at like 11 a.m. and that fucking was so sick.
I remember those days, man. I used to pull that shit all the time, but like, I don't feel like going to work. And then
your mom doesn't seem like the type of person who would have been okay with that, though.
No, well, I mean, I got by her a lot. My mom gave me a lot of.
Can I plug this in?
Free time. What?
The Lappy? Can I plug the Lappy in?
Yeah. There's should be one right behind that fan.
Oh, I see it. Keep talking.
But no, I think. Yeah, I know. I used to tell my mom like there's a couple times where I'd be like, yeah, I don't feel like going. Be all sick.
And she was okay with that?
Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, I was a pretty good liar. But for me, mostly, like, I would only do it a couple times, right? And I remember doing it specifically to play games instead of going to school. And at the time, my mother worked nights, so it's not like she had to leave me alone or anything like that. She would just, take her morning, nighttime, and be like, wake me up if you need anything, and lock the house down. And I'm old enough to not be like wandering out alone,
For sure.
For those they're like kids should be left alone. I don't know, but yeah, no, I skipped school as much as I could.
Yeah, I was late almost every day to school, and I think in middle school, I absolutely hated school. I was bullied like almost all the way through middle school, so any day I wasn't in school was a day free of bullying.
Not for me. I wasn't bullied. I just like video games.
I don't think almost no one at my old school played video games. I had this kid Mark who played Kingdom Hearts, and he was like headstrong on Kingdom Hearts. That was it. I had one kid who was crazy into birds, and dude, like, I looked at his Facebook recently, still into birds. And there's this other kid,
4
Matthew.
bird clocks in the house, and they all make noise.
We had this kid Matthew, and he was crazy into trains. His profile picture is him with a train. I'm like, he's gotta still be into trains.
It's like his face on Thomas's body and smiling like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
I made it.
There's probably something phallic there that's like, some Freudian shit.
Yeah.
But that Matthew kid, or the Mark kid, was the only kid who was into video games, really, and that was just Kingdom Hearts, which, I mean, he used to make Kingdom Hearts AMVs, like where you would have like the music, like Breaking Benjamin with like the cutscenes of fucking Kingdom Hearts, and it was like,
Goofy fucking somebody up, and it's like
yeah.
The Diary of Jane.
Yeah, it's like the diarrhea stain. So tell me. And then Sora's about to cut someone down, and it's like,
My-
how to be, and it would be like a black screen, and it would,
And then you hear Goofy's like, I'm gonna yuck you up.
Sora, I'm gonna fuck you up.
No,
That's like all he did. Like, 'cause he had like a huge YouTube channel of just AMVs.
we were Mario Kart kids. I think my buddy I had growing up there in Daggett Elementary and Daggett Middle School when I was growing up on College Avenue. I would walk down. His name's Francisco Natera. I don't know what he's doing nowadays. We've grown apart, but I would walk down there and we would play on our Xboxes, and it would be like nonstop, just beating each other in Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart, and that was our thing. Like, I think I've always played Link.
Regular
too.
Super Smash, like on 64.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's slow, and
I
Link's
love
spin took like 6 seconds.
I love it. I got a buddy. I mean, most of my friends play Fox because they're all pussies.
It's that reflect, bro.
I want to reflect in the Fox character, but no, I've stayed true. I'm running my Link, and it's been fun. Super Smash Bros was where it was at. Mario Kart, I'm a Yoshi guy.
That's every time I play Mario Kart, it's Yoshi. But in the new one, I guess I play as Link a lot. Or I play as that gold Peach. Damn.
Oh,
gold
really?
Peach, baby. Gold
My
Peach
son
for the win.
loves Mr. Bones.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my wife plays as him or Jenna does.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Except for when my son plays Mr. Bones, there's no telling if he's going in forward or reverse. He's just having a good time. But like, what does that mean, Daddy? I'm like, it means you're going the wrong way. Like it says.
Can you restart the match? No, we all make choices.
Exactly. No, I'm not gonna be easy on my kid.
So when you play Smash with your kid, you just like stomp him out.
I beat the fuck out of my kid on Smash.
You're gonna get better is if you get beaten.
Well, that and people on the internet aren't gonna hold back.
No way. You can't type in the message system like, "Hey, I'm 10."
We
hold off.
Right? No, we're.
I think if you did, I'd crush you.
No, we have him on the Korean gaming program. Start him out from like the age of 3.
Super young, and then
absolutely
go up till he's 30, and he's the best.
There is no losing. There's only winning.
Yeah, and he's the #1 Smash player of all time.
Hopefully
and he
not in
plays
StarCraft, but yeah, he can.
On StarCraft, okay.
No, I've been to BlizzCons. Like Koreans win everything.
I mean, yeah, but
until lately, Overwatch I think is kind of disrupting that mode. But
are you still great at Overwatch?
I'm decent. I'm pretty good. I enjoy it. I'll put this. I enjoy it.
Who's your main in Overwatch?
Everybody but Doomfist. No, it depends on the role. So for me, like I'm a big Reinhardt fan. Like I lay into my Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, and I'm just like smash it with a hammer.
Yeah.
But
she's a great character. Oh my gosh,
I love it. Healing side, I'm really torn between Ana and Zenyatta. I love the playstyle of Ana, the grenade and everything like that, but at the same time, it's really fun to hop on Zenyatta and have people playing like Widowmaker and Ashe, and you're just outclassing them as snipers. It's like,
yeah.
No, bitch. Also,
your sniping game is fucking stupid.
I try.
I tried sniping the other day without you. Totally different. That guy was like directly ahead of me in like the crosshair, and I would shoot and they would miss, and I was like, "What did Oscar say about wind?"
Yeah.
I was like, I'm missing this guy, but I think he can see me, and then I get stuck.
Yeah. In Modern Warfare, the easiest thing is to do the double alt ping, or I don't know what it is on console, but the enemy ping, because it gives you you can see their yardage, and then you have to look at like landmarks. If there's a flag or something like that blowing around, then you can adjust for wind direction. But I love that. That's very true.
That's so badass. I didn't do that. I'm just like, there he is. Hit him.
From a DPS standpoint, though, going back to Overwatch, I don't know. I think I have like a double main in both healing and DPS, because Reaper's really nice.
That's to do with the 2 guns.
The 2 shotguns,
Yeah.
And he's Mexican, and I love that.
He?
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't show his face.
No, but he's
you could assume.
well, one of his
character
skins, like a full-on mariachi suit.
And he's like, "Orale."
Yeah, no.
When you get kills, "Orale." Yeah, all right.
No,
Hey, you die, and he's like, "Chingambre."
Yeah. No, but he's a Hispanic character, just like Sombra. I really don't like Sombra, but I do a lot of Reaper, and then I do a lot of Widow and Genji. I don't know. I like Genji because he's like the samurai. I'm a huge fan of samurai.
You play Sekiro?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've played through most of it.
You get fucked up at the ape though.
Is it the ape? I don't know.
It's the worst boss in the entire game. I'll tell you that.
I think.
Well, the last boss is supposed to be terrible, but that he is awful.
I remember I was sweating it on the giant snake in the canyon that you have to like sneak by.
Yeah.
And I'm like, part of me is like, oh, it's cool.
Oh, that is a cool part. That part is fucking super sweet.
It took me back to my Metal Gear Solid days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sneak and subtlety and all that stuff. But then you pass that, and then you get up to homeboy that's on a horse, like the mounted samurai.
Yeah, that's a sweet boss. He's easy.
Oh,
I beat him the second try.
He fucked me up.
All right.
I think I'm actually at or right after him, and I'm just like, man, fuck this game.
Really? The ape is the worst, bro.
See,
wait till you get to the Valley of Death, bro. I don't know. It's not actually called that, but it feels like it.
Is he like a Saiyan?
No, he's a fucking ape, and he throws shit at you.
Like real shit.
He shits himself, throws shit at you,
and it kills you.
It is the hardest boss. And then later you got to fight two in a cave. This one's in a field.
Wait, so he like multiplies, or
no. Later, like there's two apes. Just you kill this one. So what sucks is that you kill him, you'll dehead him, and then he fights you with no head. Then you gotta get this parasite out of him. If you have the spear, you gotta like spear him and pull out the parasite and attack it. It's a fucking crazy hard boss, and you'll kill it, and you have to kill it to get through the game.
Yeah,
it's like after the second snake. And then later,
second snake.
Yeah.
See, I didn't get very far.
Yeah.
I got frustrated. I'm
it's
not
that game sucks dick at fucking you in the ass, but like, it's hard.
That seems really complicated.
Sucks dick at fucking. That game is seriously difficult, and it only gets harder. I was like, when I beat the lightning boss, he's like at the top of the Emperor's Tower. I was like, oh fuck, finally.
Yeah.
And it was so hard, and it felt so good. I was like, yes, oh my god. And then right afterwards, you just gotta fight another boss, and then you're just like, shit.
But that's the thing about that game. I was telling one of my buddies, and I was telling because he wanted to play it, and so I was like, here, let me share my Stream library. You can play it under my account. And I told him, I was like, you're gonna really enjoy this game, but
open your asshole, because it's gonna get you anyways.
Exactly. I was like, you're gonna get fucked over. This is gonna be one of the first games that you will literally want to throw your keyboard at the wall and be like, I fucking.
Yeah, you thought Dark Souls was hard. There's nothing compared to Sekiro, because you have to parry.
Oh yeah.
There's no in Dark Souls you could choose to parry and win.
And see, that benefited me because I'm one of those people that like while parrying is cool and it adds a little bit of complexity to the combat and it's actually a real thing, you know. I'm like, if I can just beat the fuck out of him, I'm gonna do that instead and be like,
for sure,
you know, swing my sword.
That's me. I'm like pyromancy, and then I'll like hit him a few times with the sword and kill him.
Exactly.
You know, Sekiro's like, this is the only way to kill him.
For me, I try to like run in and then use my axe arm and be like, whoa, boom, and then they're like, haha, kid.
Yeah,
and I'm dead.
Yeah, most of the bosses have a particular way to beat them. There's one that's like super fast. He's like he crawls around and he's like, and he has like two swords and he'll hit you super crazy fast. You'll die if you don't parry. So you got to spam the parry button, and then you're like blocking when you do that.
Okay.
And you're like building the meter. And when you build that meter, he gets like broken, and then you fuck him up, and then you do it again. Rinse and repeat.
Little red circle pops up.
Yeah, there's zero other way to beat that boss. Zero ways. It's that or nothing, which sucks. I don't like that. That's why I never beat it. And that ape sucks. The ape is just terrible.
He's shitty.
He's shitty. Yeah, he's the worst. Yeah, not only does he throw shit at you, he's also the worst.
So what are you playing now?
Fucking Call of Duty with you,
Yeah,
and that's it.
I love it.
I mean, like, I'm playing. I downloaded Dragon's Crown. I don't know if you ever played that, but I haven't played it yet. My wife and I are playing that tonight. But that I haven't played anything else really. I just play a lot of Call of Duty.
I just recently reinstalled World of Warcraft because I think I'm gonna start ramping up for Shadowlands.
Is that like another DLC?
Yeah, it's another DLC that's coming out, and for me, like I've played World of Warcraft since 2006.
It's like a launch.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that like I'm at the point now where, I'm like, y'all either have to come out with something amazing, or I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't think there's really an MMORPG out there that like tickles my fancy, in the way that World of Warcraft did. I know there's one that's called Ashes of Creation. You got me.
Sorry, yeah, with that yawn.
Yeah.
It's swimming. We were swimming earlier, and it makes you so sleepy.
Oh, yeah. But Ashes of Creation looks good. But one game I'm really excited for is Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, yeah.
So
I saw that.
it's being made by one of my favorite like sleeper companies. It's called Larian Studios. They made Divinity 2 Original
Oh,
Sin.
yeah, dude. Yeah, they're like fucking top-downies.
Absolutely.
What's that called?
What?
Like a top-down...
They're like.
Anyways, you can go on.
I would know what you mean. Where you're
Yeah,
like
it's
your
like dungeon
camera
crawlers.
position. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's like Diablo.
Yeah.
But have you played Divinity 2?
I played Diablo 3. My wife played Divinity 2, and she's like, oh, this game is so good.
It's so good.
My wife doesn't talk like that, but...
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, she sounds like an orc. She's like, oh, get over here.
No, but it is probably one of my most favorite RPG games out there, and it's very. I'm surprised that you haven't played it. It's very D&D esque. It even has its own game master mode where you can create your own adventure.
Ooh.
And so yeah, I've done
Divinity 2?
Oh yeah. I think I've got it where like and what's cool is that you can place all the NPCs that are in the game. You can drop any item that's in the game, so you can fill it with the magic items and NPCs that you want and create your own story, kind of like you do in Dungeons and Dragons. And then the other beneficial thing is that you can drop GM only view sticky notes. So like let's say you plan an encounter and your troop walks into a forest, it'll initiate the like the initiative check, right?
Yeah.
And then you can click on your little post-it note, and you'll be like, "These people are from this," and so that way it kind of reminds you. You can make notes as you go. You don't have to write everything down. But it's very cool. 4-player online plus the GM.
That's cool.
Outside of the normal game mode, and the normal game mode is you can have up to 4 players as well. So. But it's pretty cool. It's one of those things where they bring in a lot of like RPG elements, multi-classing, very good story, so on and so forth.
That's what's up. I felt like someone talked to me about like some D&D kind of game that was like that, where you can do that. I didn't know that was Divinity though. I mean, it might have been something else. But
was it me?
I know. I think it was Josh.
Oh, okay.
And I think he said something about it.
But
he's kind of a big dork too.
Yeah, no, but he played Divinity with me. He and I
That might have been why.
and a couple, because we're nerds.
Yeah.
I forget who else, but we played it for like 3 weeks, and then schedules and shit got in the way, and it kind of fell off. But yeah, that's it. That's most likely exactly what he's talking about.
Probably. Yeah, I remember it's like on the Xbox and the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't touch my PS3 for anything besides Demon Souls.
No,
and
it's on
that's
PS4.
It. What? They did Divinity 2 on... didn't they have a third one and everyone hated it?
No.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Not that I know.
See how that works? Hey, I'm not gonna fight it. If I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's if they have a third one, it'd be news to me. The only third I know that Larian Studios is doing is Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm really excited about that. But no, it's a very solid D&D-esque RPG game. You have to get it. You have to build your computer first.
Yeah, that's like $1,000 I'm not willing to spend right now.
Depending. More around 2.
Is it? I mean, I have the monitor. I have a 144 monitor right now. I got it for free.
With like keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, I got a keyboard and mouse.
Okay.
I got a fucking sweet mouse pad that's like really long and it has like a galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your boy Hunter gave me the shout out to Hunter who gave me the monitor for no reason. He was like, "Hey man, do you want a monitor? You're cool." And I was like, "Yeah."
You know what's funny?
But he tried selling me on his old gaming setup, so I can give him $800. And I was like, "Yeah, but for 200 extra, I could have a new one. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I can't sell your old one then.
No, Hunter, when I was talking to him, because I was pissed at him for going to Arlington, but I understood why. But I told him, I was like, "You're going to meet this guy named Ronnie." And I was like, talk to him about whatever. I was like, "This dude's a cool motherfucker." So I'm glad he listened.
Thank you.
You were my favorite.
Clearly. Hunter says that too. Hunter was like, he came up to me like maybe 2 weeks after he first started and was like,
"Oh, you're the guy."
He said like, Ronnie, you're my favorite one here. I'm like, yeah, no shit. I didn't even say thank you. I was like, yeah, no shit, dude. You talk to me all day long. You don't leave me alone. I have a desk. You're at my desk all day long.
Well, so was I.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of clear.
Not a lot of people in that store.
But I have a desk, so you can like gravitate towards me. I can't always gravitate to someone who's moving around.
No, I think that if you gravitated towards somebody else, I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. Can you get back to work?
Customer resolution at the phone, damn it.
Sorry.
No, but
I have it on not ready, so you can't.
I used to get in trouble for you all the time.
I fucking hated answering the phone.
It's like, why is a phone at AP ringing for customers? I don't know. No, but no, we had some good conversations. Hunter, I don't know why, but Hunter's all about Destiny.
Yeah, he still is. I tried getting him into like Call of Duty and other shit, and he's like, "Man, but Destiny, bro."
Yeah, but Destiny is still alive. No, they just want your money.
Yeah.
Like,
If the first Destiny is $5, thumbs up.
And the second Destiny is free to play.
Thumbs up.
They're releasing a whole new DLC for it, and advertising like crazy. And I'm like,
the big thing that got me with that game was that everybody just had a ton of health, and it didn't make the game any harder. It's just everyone has more health. And then once you had to start playing the game with your friends, the game wasn't playable. Unless you have friends. Well, guess what? When I had that game, I didn't have friends.
My thing is...
no friends playing Destiny, that is.
I was in the same boat. I didn't have any friends playing Destiny, and I tried to go through whatever... Like, initially, they didn't have a clan system or anything like that. No. So it was like, you had to go onto a separate website, and it was like Destiny... DestinyMeets.com, like a fucking singles website. You're trying to advertise,
just to play with Destiny.
Yeah, just two dudes looking for 4 other dudes to do this raid boss.
Yeah, I remember in the one raid I really was trying to do, we had like 6 of us, and we were all on the outside, and we still couldn't get inside.
The glass house or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was, and they were like, "We gotta get inside, bro. We need more people," and we were probably outside killing shit for like an hour.
Yeah, because that's the one where you have to have like 2 different pedestals that are activated, and you're fucking people up the whole time. Yeah. That
was stupid.
Yeah, and then my deal was
I think that day was the last day I played in Destiny.
Oh, I'm sure. I used to be in queue, air quotes, looking on websites for people to post group messages about like, we need 1 or 2 for this raid, and then you'd hop in the raid, and it'd be like 3 9-year-old kids who didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Hey, come on over here, we gotta shoot some bad
guys. I swear, this is gonna work. I didn't try last time, but it's gonna work.
I saw it on YouTube.
Like,
this one guy got
fuck, I've been in queue for an hour for this shit.
Yeah, man, this is a secret if we go this way.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And then it's like one of those mentalities where like because the pug system, you can't expect them to down it on the first try.
Yeah.
And everybody leaves, and you're like, okay, well, I'll just go group again. I don't know. It's still trash grouping
I can't
system.
play that. Yeah, with Call of Duty, you can just pop in, don't fill, pop right into your game, and it's cool.
Oh, yeah.
You just jump right in. That game is not fun by yourself, though. I played that by myself yesterday. I played 1 game, and I was like,
it's nerve-wracking.
It's not fun.
It's definitely nerve-wracking. I remember...
I played solo BR, and I fucking made it to 26th place, I think, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to do this.
I was telling my buddy Mo about how nervous I got the other day because I was playing solo. Well, I was playing solo, not solos.
Yeah.
I hopped into quad and I accidentally forgot I had Don't Fill on.
Oh, fuck.
And so, like, I'm
That's
playing,
suicide.
and I got top 5.
What?
And at the
sniping skill.
at the end of it, it was like 7 people alive, and I was one of them, and I'm like, I think what killed me is that like I got so excited and nervous, my hands were sweating, so I kept having to wipe them off of my shirt, and then like people running all around me, like, you know. I don't know, but I do love that game. It's very enjoyable. Like you said, it's kind of more touch and go than anything I've played in the past. Like World of Warcraft, if I sit down and like,
oh, you can play that by yourself.
Yeah, but still, you interrupt me 2 hours in, I'm like, fuck, I got shit to do. You know, like you've been playing the game for 2 hours. But Modern Warfare, I'd be like, okay, whatever. It's not like League. I don't have to wait 40 minutes for a match. I can just hop in and go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with with Final Fantasy 14, that's like the only MMO I've really ever played. Oh, okay, that's fine. We'll wrap it up. With Final Fantasy 14, when I was playing that, that was like a game you could play like all by yourself, and you can like go gamble and shit, and then you can like go farm for, you can go do some quests by yourself. Every quest is possible by yourself until you do a raid. And then you can just do that shit with your friends. Or you do it with fucking random people because it auto-fills the thing. So, yeah, I mean, if you're going to play a game, I don't think it should be dependent on other people. But, I mean, it is a multiplayer game.
Did you ever, and sorry if I'm yelling, I'm just trying to get the mic to pick me up.
No, I kind of like that it, like, sounds far away.
Did you ever play, like, the Elder Scrolls Online and stuff like that? Or?
That game is like all fetch quest. That's why I didn't want to play it. I played it for a little while, and then I realized it's like, go get 3 of these things. Go kill 3 of these worms.
Right.
Bring me back the worm carcasses. Great.
I tried it because it was free, and I was like, yeah, I won't even play this game for free.
No, it is free, and I won't play it. It's not on my PS4 or my Xbox.
Oblivion and all that stuff
Is great still.
Oh yeah, any of the solo ones are really, really nice.
Iron Dagger. Just trying to get Daedric armor, like Iron Dagger. Come on.
Yeah.
Just forging and just like iron ingots and then leather straps, like Iron Dagger. Until you're like, you have level 50 armor at level 11, and you're like, yes!
Yeah.
Time to go slay a dragon.
I used to love being in the, when I played any kind of Elder Scrolls, it wasn't online. I used to go in there, any kind of Daedric Ruin. That was the only point of that game that I really felt nervous. Like, fuck all the dragons and fuck everything else. Like, you're in the ruins, and you're like, oh man, I'm finding all this cool shit. And then you have this zombie looking dude that's like a mini version of the what's it called, Lord of the Rings, Sauron guy. I'm like,
Yeah, that game sneaks up on you, man.
Oh yeah,
you're just walking around, you're like, you're like, ooh, there's no one around me. And then you kind of keep walking, and then there's like and there's a fucking bear coming up on you, and you're like, what are you doing?
What the fuck is going on?
And you'll kill the bear, and then there's still that sound, and you're like, Jesus. And you can't, it's like, can't teleport. There's an enemy nearby.
Yeah. You can't sleep. Like, can't assume the fetal position.
Yeah, it's like Minecraft. It's like, can't sleep when enemies are nearby.
That's another thing. I'm trying to get my son into Minecraft.
That's the fucking best, man. As a kid, that's like a digital Legos.
He's into it, but I think I need to get more into it. What I'm hoping is that here in the next year or so, and I gotta FaceTime him here soon, but I'm hoping that in the next year or so, get him, because I recycled my old PC for him and his mother to have at their house.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to have like a realm where it's just me and him and just be like full creation mode. Like, you want to build a Death Star? Let's do that shit.
Man, that would be so sick, right? Mm-hmm. Like, and then have it up in the sky somehow. And then you could just undo the boxes. So it'd be like a floating Death Star. I did that with a dragon before. That's badass.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had like 2 dragons circling each other. Then I had the tower, and you can get to the dragons from the tower.
Like, I made like a whole kite and stuff.
No, that would have been cool. No, it was creative, so I don't know. Like, I just did it. You could walk there.
Oh, yeah, right.
But I made like a Zelda world where you can go from like point A to point Z with like you had to go through all the different temples, and then at the end there was like a boss I would like create with like the boxes and shit, so it would look like there was a boss at the end.
Yeah.
And then like at the end there was a giant tower that had like all these different floors, and at the end there was like a boss room, and took place inside some like pumpkin, like a jack-o'-lantern, and then you got outside the jack-o'-lantern, and there was these 2 badass dragons, and then you get from the jack-o'-lantern you get on top of the dragon tail and then like walk on the dragons. It was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, so you could probably do the Death Star thing. I mean,
I used to build like
even on creative, I think you could still do that.
Yeah,
Just don't make it out of sand, and then it all falls.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say I used to build like all my houses out of wood, and then like just put flint and tinder and everything, and just like tempt people to burn shit down. Because I remember what got me into Minecraft. There's this YouTube video of these 2 guys, and I wish I still had the link. I had to look it up and see if I got it, but it's like this like 8-story wood log cabin, beautiful construction of the house, and the guy's like, yeah, and then this is how you make he's like trying to do a tutorial on how you make like a everlasting fire like place in the middle of a room, right?
Yeah.
And so he misses with the flint and tinder and goes onto the floor.
Oh!
And then it's like he goes to put it out, and then it's like the next 3 blocks catch on fire, and the next 8 blocks catch on fire.
Oh!
And then eventually they just run outside, and you hear this other guy like, "What the fuck, dude?"
I'm sorry.
Oh man, and the whole house burned down, and the only things that were just left behind were like all the creation stations and shit. Like that for me would be like the point that I uninstalled the game.
Yeah. My wife burned down a whole mansion the last time she played. But like those are like those pre-rendered mansions that are in the game when you play like the regular mode or whatever, survival. And it's a big ass mansion. They're like 150 squares or something by 150 squares, and then the whole thing burned down, top to bottom, all 3 floors, all burned down.
Yeah.
While she was in it, and she was like, "I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything." And her friend's like, "I don't know what happened." They run out, and the whole thing burns down. They're like,
and the whole time she's in the middle, like,
Flint.
I love it.
You know, that's a sweet thing to get your kid into. That's like, you know, awesome that you're even playing games with your kid.
Have to.
My dad, the only game my dad ever played with me was Halo, and I sniped his ass.
This is for all the times put me in timeout.
Yeah, he was like, "I don't know how to play this game," and I'm like shooting rockets at him and shit. And then I was like, yeah, finally, I get back at you.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to get him onto games like that, more competitive games, because I'm gonna be one of those dads already. Like, I will not give him a break. He's gonna have to earn his place on the internet. We all have been there.
Yeah, for sure. You'll get like the fucking kids who are like trashing on you super hard in like, you know, Modern Warfare, and they're like calling you all kinds of names, and you just gotta suck it up. Because the next game, you gotta show them what's up with that throwing knife.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
From like 2 buildings away.
Yeah. Get them from the spawn point. Be like, "Motherfucker, I got you, bro."
Sit down, bitch. I love that part, though. That's one of my favorite and least favorite parts of Call of Duty, is like the loading screen in between rounds at the end of the game, because every console player, no offense.
I was about to say, I was like, that's gonna be me in a second.
Every console player is like, "Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude." Like, how many times can I curse at somebody in a 30-second window to make me feel superior?
Do you guys load in before we do?
No. I mean, I load in pretty quick, but I have decent internet. But that's the only thing that.
Yeah, because sometimes you're like, "You got him," and mine still says loading, and then I drop in, and I'm like, "Where's he at?"
Oh yeah, in the queue,
the queue area,
the little warm up session. Yeah, no, I pop in there pretty quickly, but I think that's more due to the internet rather than console versus PC. But the whole crossplay thing is pretty messed up. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Drew would like sigh and fucking yawn the whole time.
I'm just getting old.
Well, you're really bad. Oscar, where can we find you?
Well, lately I've been neglecting my Twitch, but I am on Twitch at Eurylybad on
Did you just fart?
Twitch TV. No. Why does it smell good?
No, I guess it was your phone vibrating. I was like,
Maybe.
You're on Twitch?
Yeah, no, I'm on Twitch. It's at Eurylybad, EURYLYBAD. I am really bad at a lot of games, but I enjoy myself. But yeah, really, outside of that, I try not to post any of my social shit. I hate Facebook these days, and I'm not a photographer per se. I'm not an IG.
So you ain't on that Instagram?
I mean, I am. Olachuga, I think, on Instagram, but I don't know. There ain't shit on there. Maybe food pictures.
Yeah, check out my fajitas.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you. Thanks for coming on. We love you so much.
I love to be here. It's very fun. I love talking to you. I miss you.
I miss you too. We should do this again. This was really this was so easy. We didn't even talk about any of the things we said we were going to talk about.
I know. We were talking about what,
Zelda, almost the whole time.
Scarborough Fair and like how meat eaters have more weight. And all this kind of
we can talk about that another time. Actually, I'm super happy to come back over. Texas summer is hell.
I'm down.
We can just do it again.
Well, maybe next time is it Drew?
Yeah, Drew.
Yeah.
I had 3 mics. I mean, I just didn't bring them all.
Well, I have a mic here too. So next time we'll invite Drew. We'll do another chill and grill kind of session.
That would be super sweet. The feeders were really good.
I very much appreciated being a part of this tonight.
Well, we love you. I love you. Thanks for coming by.
Bye.